Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
What's going on, everybody? Cappers Nation Live Sunday Game Day Edition. Back in the office. Not everything is set up as you can see. However, computer systems are still here. That's a good thing. Ready to rock, ready to roll. This morning, super late. Really apologize. We'll be ready to rock and roll. Real for tomorrow's live show. And it's going to be a great day as well. Thank you, Alex. What's going on, everybody? Mr. Blevins, Robert Allen, Alex, Mr. Beatman, Fast Freddy in the house, Prantia, Neverez, KC. Welcome, everybody. Everybody else tuning in. Glad to be back. I'm in the office. We'll be here for a while. Trips coming up, but none that should be taking us out of town as long. So it's always a great time to get away from the office, but it's always a nightmare when you do come back because, as you guys know, the workload is just tremendous when you get back. A lot of paperwork to catch up on, a lot of things that you missed, a lot of things, a lot of this, a lot of that, and unfortunately, I'm in the thick of it, so got to take care of a lot of things. Normal live show tomorrow, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Everything will be looking the same. Everything will be back. Thanks for the one douchebag that just gave us the big thumbs down. We love you too, even though you probably have a sorry life that you're here giving us a thumbs down. But again, we do welcome you as well as everybody here. So let's all have a great day. It's not going to be a super long show today, but we're going to do a couple breakdowns, get you guys on your way, put you guys on a free play, and hopefully we'll put some money in your just underperformed, much like FC's UFC. He definitely shit the bed yesterday, no doubt about it. But that's going to happen from time to time. With the UFC and the way scoring goes and the judging goes, that's going to happen. You're going to take some bad beats. You're going to take some losses. Fighters are going to have a fighting chance and a puncher's punching chance, and things are going to happen. So, shit happens. But again, we'll get you guys on track with a nice free play today. Guaranteed Saturday yesterday. Nice big win for everybody. Congratulations to everybody that hammered our Guaranteed Saturday play. I know a lot of you guys did. A lot of our clients jumped on board. Guaranteed Saturdays have been knocking them out of the park. The guaranteed games have been absolutely flawless as of late. Going all the way back to Super Bowl, big win. The Sunday play, big win. You've been doing it. We've been doing it big. So we're gonna keep it going. There's no big guaranteed game today, which is a change. Usually it happens. However, there is not one today. It does happen from time to time where we don't have one. Just like my game of the week, I did not put out a game of the week this week. There wasn't anything that I was just absolutely in love with. So rather than just put one out just to have one, like a lot of services will put out their blue light specials just to have one, and then they don't give a shit if they win or they lose because they got your money. The way it works for me, no dice. I'm actually betting the games. So, rest assured, if I put one out, it's because I absolutely love it. So no game of the week this week, no guaranteed play today. Hopefully we'll have one next week, but again, they're not guaranteed to happen every single week like a guaranteed Saturday play is. So, we'll have some more in the future, and hold on one. And when it happens, you guys will be the first to notify. Hold on one second, guys. Weird. Hold on one second. I guess I just entered my own password wrong 4 times. Lock myself out, but it's okay. All right, let me find my live chat. Let's get our live chat back and up and running. There we go. There's our live chat. Fast Freddy says, let's have a boatload of fun this morning. We're definitely going to do it. Princess Chacha says, the Spurs and the Kings barely hit the over, but a win is a win. Yeah, that free play definitely got the money there. Definitely. Michael Jenkins, what's going on? Glad you could join us. I see we got a frozen screen already. We're starting the morning off right. Frozen screens and all. Alrighty. Frozen screen should be fixed. Hopefully the feed is fine this morning for everybody. If it's not, definitely let me know. We'll get it fixed for everybody. Shapendi, good morning. So let me log into my other system here. Premium plays have already been posted on the website. There's 4 premium plays today. I've got 3 personal plays. It's going to be a nice, fun day today, that's for sure. 2 NHL plays posted on the website. Just getting our live odds up and running as well. Let me log into everything here. Good. There we go. Logging in. Sorry to hear about that, Michael. That's no good. I do. That's my prayers are with you. Joe, I left my glasses on. Yeah, you're on the water. I'm definitely gonna leave my glasses on. That's for sure. When you're on the water, you need some polarized glasses, and if not, you burn your eyeballs. That's how you know I've been out on the water fishing. Prantia, that was a giant carp. The one that wasn't allowed in the tournament was a giant carp. It was an absolute monster. An absolute monster of fish. Absolutely, Michael. What's going on, buddy? What's going on? I don't know where my window went. There we go. I hate it when my iMac does that. Yeah, definitely was a good time. It was good to get away, but you know, sometimes it's good to be back. Cashed a little check, made a little money fishing a fishing tournament. And now it's time to be back. So here, I'll see if I can't quickly, without taking away from the show. Of course, it wants to give me issues. I was going to post some photos of the fish that we were catching that we're talking about, but for some reason it wants to send them in a different file. Let me see if I can get it to switch real quick. Probably not. We've ran into this issue before. I've never even seen that type of file. HEIC. Fresh Cabar 45 Jones, what's going on? Ryan, what's going on? Yeah, Alex, the eyes are not tan, that's for sure. Sunglasses on. I probably have a hat line too, but my forehead's probably white as a ghost too. But you know, that's what happens when you're out fishing. You're out fishing, you protect the eyes. That way you don't burn them. Okay, here we go. Oh, nope, it's not going to show up. doesn't want to show up. Oh, here, let's see if this works. Nope. I was trying, folks. I was trying to add a couple images, but unfortunately it doesn't want to work, so we'll shit can that idea. Definitely saved you a lot of fish. I left a lot out there and didn't catch them all, that's for sure. Didn't catch them all, that's for sure. Wish I had caught more, would have won some more money, but we'll take what we can get. Yesterday's Guaranteed Saturday was a nice win. Kentucky laying the money yesterday. Alex, for 25th place, I got $1,500. If I would have stayed in the top 10, it was like 10 grand. Fast Freddy, it's clogged. There's been no improvement, so I think I need to go see an ENT this week. Oh, Greg, that'll be a lot of fun. That'll be a lot of fun. You should have some good weather down there in Laughlin. Love the river. Absolutely love the river. Lake Mojave is right above Laughlin, right above the dam right there, right above the casinos. Some of the best smallmouth fishing on the entire West Coast is right there in Lake Mojave. It's like a hidden gem. Not a lot of people know that. It's just a little hidden gem right there. All right, so we're going to get everything underway. That way we can get to it and put some money in everybody's pocket. Alrighty, let's see here. Should be ready to rock and roll now. Yes, Prantia, I did. They did not have a good one, unfortunately. They did not have a good tournament. None of them cashed a check, and both were at the very near bottom. Both were at the very near bottom of the standings. Unfortunately for them, they were at the near bottom. But, you know, that happens. That happens in fishing. Princess Chachi, what it is for tournament bass fishing is you have to catch your 5 biggest ones every day. And they go by total weight. They weigh your fish, your 5 biggest ones, every single day. And so you're allowed 5 fish. But if you've got 5 2-pounders and you can catch a 3-pounder or a 4-pounder, you can throw back your smallest one as long as it's alive. You keep it in what's called a live well inside your boat. So you got to keep the fish alive. You got to keep them healthy, because if it dies, you get a penalty, usually a 1/4 pound per dead fish as well. If it's dead, you can't what we call cull it, which means throw it out and replace it with a bigger fish. So there's a big science behind it and big sport behind it. You know, you got to keep your fish healthy and alive. So, but it's a lot of fun. I've been fishing tournaments all my life. Man, I can't log into anything today. My computer is slow. Slow. Give me 1 second, folks. Give me 1 quick second here. Everything is running slow on my computer. ridiculously slow today. All right, so personal plays 2-1 yesterday, getting hot, and we're going to keep it going today. Not a big board today when it comes to college basketball, but there's definitely some low dangling fruit, as we like to call it. It's definitely there for the taking, and we're going to try and take some today. That is for sure. Always can use it, and got some Sunday madness ready to rock and roll. Hopefully everything will update here just a second, guys, and then we'll be able to rock and roll. I'm just waiting on my computer. It's the wheel is spinning. For some reason, everything wants to run super ridiculously slow today. There we go. Get this going. Give me one quick second. Okay. I think we're good to go now. Can we do the Cincinnati and UConn game? Yes, we can. We can definitely touch on that one. We'll take a look at that one. Give me 1 second, folks. One quick second. Okay. No problem, Michael. We'll do that one. If we get everything up and running here. Cincinnati and UConn, folks, coming up. Definitely agree. Princess Chachu, Butler, and Marquette should definitely be a great quality game as well. I'm a little slow getting back in the office, but glad to be here nonetheless, that's for sure. That is for sure. Alrighty. I think we can do that, Princess Chachi. We're only going to have time for a couple breakdowns today, unfortunately, but we'll definitely get through through a couple of them. If you're new to our YouTube channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Getting ready to start breaking down some games for you guys. If you're new to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. That way you get notified every single time we go live. We go live generally, except when I'm out fishing 7 days a week, 365 days a year, putting out free content for you guys. We will be live again tomorrow, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Okay, we'll be live again, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't already done so, do us a big favor. Give us a big thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys the free winning plays 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Who dat Bob in the house? Michael, I agree. They were here for, we weren't even live for a minute yet, and they were hitting the thumbs down button, you know. Just some sorry haters that, you know, probably wish their life was better, but unfortunately, they'll never have a good life because they're probably just a hater. All right, guys, so let's jump into this game. First of all, let's take a look at the odds on this, guys. If you guys are looking for the game number, it's game 831, 832. Big Tom, what's going on, buddy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Game 831, 832 for the game number, rotation number. Cincinnati and Connecticut, guys. Cincinnati opened up as a pick. Both teams opened up as a pick 'em. Now Cincinnati laying 1.5. Caesars still has them at 1. However, everywhere else seems to be 1.5, although Bovada just bumped it to 2. Total opened up at 133.5. It's down to 132.5 at 5 dimes, 133 at the Westgate, 133 at the D Casino. So basically, anywhere from 132.5 to 133 seems to be par for the course, although Caesars and DraftKings books both have them at 133.5, a point higher than 5 dimes. Taking a look at both teams side by side. First of all, you've got the Cincinnati Bearcats, guys, 15-7 on the year, 8-2 in conference play in the American Athletic Conference. Absolutely rolling. Winners of 5 straight, winning 7 out of their last games. Their only loss out of their last 8 games was against Memphis, losing 60-49 on the road. They've got wins over Tulsa, UCF, East Carolina, Temple, SMU, Houston, as well as beating Wichita State by a single point on Thursday, if you guys remember. Wichita State, I think they were laying 3.5 or 4, and they end up losing by 1. 8-2 in conference play. Here they are on the road for another conference game, guys. And first of all, you got to take a look at, can Cincinnati win on the road? First of all, their last game, they beat Wichita State by a single point on the road. They also beat Temple by 17. They beat UCF by 14 on the road. All right, this was a team that to start the year lost every single one of their road games. They lost 1, 2, 3 straight road games, as well as losing 2 out of 4 neutral site tournament games as well. So although the Iowa game wasn't a tournament game, it still was a neutral site game that they did lose. So this was a team that turned around how they play on the road, because Cincinnati was not playing the first half of their season on the road very well. Here they are, guys. They get UConn, and we all know how well UConn plays at home. They've got the 16th toughest place to play. First of all, home court advantage for Gamble Pavilion is a 4.0, makes it the 16th toughest place right off the bat. All right, right off the bat, it's one of the toughest places to play. Stan Hurley's got his Huskies, guys. They were on a slide. From January 1st to nearly the end of January till the 26th, they had only won 1 game. They were 1-6. They ended up going 2-6 in the month of January. So, Connecticut definitely had a tough January. They're trying to make February great. However, they lost their first game in February against Memphis, losing 70-63 on the road. They just got a big 72-56 road victory against Tulsa on the road, who was a team that they lost to at home. They avenged that home loss. Now, UConn, they definitely get that home court advantage, as we saw against Temple in their last game. However, they have lost at home. They had a double overtime loss to Wichita State. They couldn't put them away. They had a home loss in overtime to Tulsa. Before that, they were absolutely perfect at home. Their only 2 losses at home have came in overtime or double overtime. That's a good thing right there if you're looking to back the Huskies here. And this is definitely going to be a tough game for the 12-10 Huskies. They're 3-6 in conference play, guys, with their only conference wins coming against Tulane, Temple, and Tulsa. All right, Tulane, Temple, and Tulsa, the 3 T's. Taking a look at what Cincinnati did against Tulane. They ended up losing against Tulane 76-71. And taking a look at what they did against Tulsa, they absolutely smashed them by 31 back on January 8th, as well as Temple. They beat Temple on the road by 7 as well. So, with the exception of Tulane, that was the only team that Cincinnati struggled with. Taking a look at both teams side by side, this is where, the numbers come in. Hold on one second, folks. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. I had to respond to that message. Taking a look at Cincinnati, guys. Hitting 51% from the field, 47.3 for UConn. Turnover margin for both teams roughly this. It's exactly the same, 20.2%. Shooting threes, very similar numbers all the way around when it comes to the 3 ball as well. 32.3% for UConn, 31.7% for Cincinnati. However, UConn has struggled in conference play. That number is down to 28.6%. 36% converting of all their three-point shots. Offensive rebound at 32.9% for UConn, 31.6% for Cincinnati. Both teams excellent when it comes to offensive rebounding. Knocking down those 2-point plays, every jump shot, up and dunk. Cincinnati converting 53%, just 46.5% for UConn. Taking a look in conference play, Cincinnati's numbers went up by 1%. They're the number one two-ball shooting team in the American Athletic Conference at just under 54% in conference play. Whereas UConn's shooting numbers have actually went down in conference play, with the exception of the free throws. You got to give the Huskies credit. They're the number one shooting team in their conference when it comes to shooting from the charity stripe, hitting 74.6%, number one in that category. Two-foul participation. Huskies have played, do participate 25% of the time, just 9.6 for Cincinnati, so definitely an edge there for Cincinnati. A 1-inch height advantage on average per player for Cincinnati. Excuse me. They both go to the bench for over 30% of their, available minutes. One thing that UConn relies on is 22% of all their total points come from the charity stripe, and it's something they're going to rely on heavily today. Their home court advantage, it's real, and they do defend it exceptionally well. Excuse me. Taking a look at this one, guys, taking a look at, the game on this, we actually have, when it was a pick'em, we actually had Connecticut getting the edge with the home court advantage, winning by 1. I don't have a play on this one, but now that they're actually catching 1.5, at home, I would take UConn if I was going to lay if I was going to be betting the game, I would take UConn plus the 1.5 as my lean on it. Our system actually has them winning outright by 1. However, I've got no dog in this fight. I'm going to stay off of it myself personally. And I'll end up watching it, but I won't have any money and no green on this one, that's for sure. But I do lean towards UConn plus the 1.5, not just because they're at home. I think they're the overall better coached program. And yeah, they've definitely struggled. They had a tough January, and backs up against the wall, needing to bounce back, and they're at home, and they're getting 1.5. And based on all the numbers in our system, our system pops out a final score of 67-66. Them winning by 1. So I'll take the plus 1.5 here. So there's that one. We're gonna do. I know. I don't know who it was, but I think it was Princess Chachu asked about the Wichita State and Houston game. We'll take a look at that one next, but give me 1 second, guys. I will be right back. Literally, probably 30 seconds. Well, 45 seconds. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Be right back, guys. All right, we are back. I do apologize. All right, so next game that we are going to break down, we're going to be breaking down the Wichita State and Houston game for everybody. Let me get that one up and running. Got the hiccups this morning. For everybody looking for the game number on this one, it's game 855, 856. Going to jump right into this one for you guys. 3 p.m. Eastern time game. Houston opening up as a 5.5-point favorite. Line is now down to 5 in most spots, 5 dimes. So Westgate, even DraftKings. However, we're still seeing it at 5.5 at Caesars, 5.5 at the Stations properties. Total opened up at 134. It's still hovering around 134 as well. Hasn't moved. Taking a look at Wichita State, guys, 17-5. They've lost 2 straight against Tulsa and Cincinnati, home and away. And they've lost 2 out of their last 3 away games. They also lost to Temple and Houston already, guys. They lost to Houston at home. All right, they lost to Houston at home, and here they are. This is their revenge game. They're on the road. They lost by 11 at home. All right, Houston absolutely walloped them on January 18th. Taking a look at the Cougars, guys, Kelvin Sampson, his program, they were absolutely rolling before they ran into that Cincinnati team we were just talking about on February 1st, guys. 8 days ago, they just ended up losing on the road in a very close game, 64-62. But before that, they had 5 straight wins. And believe it or not, they've actually won 12 out of their last 14 games. They're absolutely rolling. They're 18-5 on the year. They're 8-2 in conference play, guys, at American Athletic Conference. Their are only 2 conference losses coming by way of Tulsa and Cincinnati. All right, Wichita State looking for the big bounce back, get back game here. Kip, what's going on? And taking a look at both programs. All right, taking a look at both programs. First of all, I see a lot of red when it comes to Wichita State and their shooting as of late, okay? Especially in conference play, that sucker's bright red, all right? Definitely struggling in conference play. Taking a look at Wichita State, guys, they're just 5-4 in conference play. That's because they've lost 4 out of their last 6 games. You can't do that in conference play. Taking a look at Wichita State, guys, they hit 47% from the field. That number is actually down to 43.8% in conference play. Andre, what's going on, sir? They're hitting 32.7% from out deep, just 45.8% conversion of all their 2-point plays. Just 69% free throw shooting. That number is actually down to 67% during conference play. All their numbers are down in conference play. 3-ball shooting, all those 2-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk dropping from 56 down to 42.8%. Free throw shooting is down. Their shot blocks, their shots being blocked percentage is actually up. Taking a look at the Houston Cougars, guys, hitting 49% from the field, 34% from out deep, converting 47.9% of all their 2-point plays, as well as 71.4% from the charity stripe. That number's up to 72% as well for Houston. Being able to minimize turnovers is one thing that Houston's been excellent at. Just turning the ball over 17.7% of the time. Offensive rebounds, they're the number 3 offensive rebounding team in Division I with 38.4%. Number 1 in their conference as well. Wichita State, not a bad offensive rebounding team either, hitting 33.1% of all the rebounds are offensive rebounds as well. Give me 1 second, folks. I'll grab my iPad. Take a look at something else real quick while I multitask. So, this one, guys, definitely going to be a great game. 2-foul participation, null and void on this one, as both teams just don't participate. Houston coming in at 6.6%, whereas Wichita State 1.8% when it comes to the 2-foul participation, okay? So both teams will not participate. Height advantage is, nearly a full inch height advantage for Wichita State on average every player. Both go to the bench for over 35% of their total minutes as well. Definitely should be one of the better, more competitive games. And with the line being down to 5, I don't want to say is a bargain. I don't have $1 on this play. I don't have any money on this one. It's basically what I'm saying. Give me 1 second, folks. One quick second. Sorry, I had to just double check something. But as far as this one goes, I don't think the line being 5 is a bargain, but I don't think it's a correct line. I think the line should have been closer to 7 or 7.5. Myself personally, I think Houston's a better team. I think they're playing better. They're at home. They get their home court advantage. However, the Fertitta Center is not that big of a home court advantage. It's got to score a 3.0, which makes it the 203rd toughest place to play. So you're going to get a half a point difference there. Andre, yes, he should be playing. He definitely should be playing. DJ should be playing. DeJohn, he should be playing. I know he had a 1-game suspension for biting that kid's leg, which the game against Tulane was the one that he sat out. StatQuap, what's going on? So everything that I saw last night, Andre, he should be playing. Thanks, StatQuap. Definitely missed going live and missed everybody as well. So it's always a good time. Always a good time. Guys, don't forget my personal plays are red hot. Pick up 3 days, $99 of my personal plays or premium plays. 3 days, $99. Killer deal. We're going to have an amazing week coming up, and we're going to end it strong today. Plays have been hot. Plays have been warm. So the water's warm. Jump on in, folks. And I'm telling you, we're going to make a boatload of money this weekend and, finish out the weekend and the rest of the week. So get on board today, guys. Let's make some money together. And as always, I look forward to working with everybody. But as far as this game goes between Wichita State and Houston, I think Houston gets the win. I think they get the cover, but I don't think it's by much. I definitely don't think it's by much. I do lean towards Houston laying the 5. I would possibly wait. Obviously, Wichita State, I do believe, will probably be the more popular bet team from the public. This game is a little bit later in the day, so I can definitely see the line dropping, down to 4.5 possibly. So, I would possibly wait on this one. So if it drops anymore, if it dropped down into the 4 range, I'd probably bet it myself. StatQuap, glad to hear. Glad to hear you're up. That's always great. Kip says ATS yesterday was a monumental failure. Partially salvaged by the Zags and the UFC judge who didn't watch the fights. But so be it. That's the one thing, about the UFC and them traveling to different states, different commissions, different judges. As you saw last night, it was horrible, man. Absolutely horrible what we saw last night in the UFC. UFC judging is, ridiculous. The John Jones decision, I can see why. First of all, he's the, defending champ. So you want to beat him in a decision, that shit better be absolutely convincing. Did he, no doubt about it, he won, at least the first 2 rounds. Reyes, he won at least the first 2 rounds. We know he lost the last 2 rounds. And, with judges, we've seen this so many times. It's, what they've seen recently, in the last couple rounds. So I can't disagree with that one. Definitely. Yeah, round 2, debatable. So there's definitely the Andrea Lee fight. That was, I think, a botched decision. The fact that the that one judge had the John Jones fight 4-1 just shows it was the same judge that had some screwy cards on all the other ones. So that just shows it right there. But, it is what it is. That's the UFC. Don't let it go to a decision. Get a finish and you don't got to worry about that, right? So, with that being said, we're going to do another breakdown for you guys. And then, not unfortunately, it's actually a cool thing. But do have to get going. My stepson is, he's getting married, but not today. But they're doing a walkthrough of the venue and the food and all that stuff. And you guys know I love to eat, so we're going to be heading off to do that a little bit later on early this afternoon. So I'm going to do another breakdown for you guys and send you guys on your merry way and put some money in your pocket. And then we're going to have a good day today. And remember, everybody, we'll be live again tomorrow, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Yeah, lean towards UConn. Lean towards UConn. There's bad decisions in the UFC, seems about every single event. Every single event. All right, guys. Next breakdown that we're going to do that big marquee matchup this morning, Butler and Marquette. That game starting in just 23 minutes. That game getting ready to get underway, guys. Game 8:33, 8:34. Marquette opening up as a 2.5-point favorite. That line is now, it was 3 a little bit ago. It's up to 3.5 right now, although Bovada has them laying 4. All right, Bovada has them laying 4, so Butler catching 3.5, Marquette laying 3.5. Total opening up at 141.5. It's down to 140 at the Westgate, 140 at DraftKings. 140 seems to be the norm in most spots. All right, most spots. So taking a look, guys, let's take a look at the Butler Bulldogs, guys. Laval Jordan's program. They were rolling. They were rolling until they ran into Seton Hall on January 15th. They had a little 3-game stretch where they dropped games against Seton Hall, DePaul, and Villanova. They bounced back with wins over Marquette, who they're going to get again today. They beat them 89-85 in OT at home. They did win against Georgetown. They lost to Providence by 4 at home, and they just beat Villanova, who they had lost, who they had avenged their away loss at home. Taking a look, guys, at Butler on the road. They did win their last game on the road against Georgetown. However, before that, they had 2 road losses in a row. One against Villanova, the other against DePaul, who they lost by 13 to as well. Excuse me. Previously, I mean, they've got big wins on the road against St. John's, Providence, neutral site win over Purdue, big win over Ole Miss, semi-road win against Missouri as well, a neutral site win against Stanford, which was a very tough game for them as well. So it's a Butler Bulldog team that is capable of traveling and traveling well when they want to. Take a look at Marquette, guys. They're 16-6 on the year. For the Golden Eagles, guys, they're 6-4 in the Big East Conference play, and here they are trying to avenge their OT loss to Butler. Just 2 weeks ago, the 24th of January, they lost 89-85 in OT. Gonna try and avenge that loss at home, guys. Home court advantage 3.5, which makes it the 97th toughest place to play in all of Division One. The Fersev Forum, guys, it's one of the larger places to play. Holds 17,600 fans. They've won 5 out of their last 6 games, with their only loss to the team they're playing today in Butler. All right. Taking a look at both programs side by side, Marquette hitting 51.5% from the field, 38.5% from out deep. Excellent 3-ball shooting team. However, that number has dropped over 4% back down to normal numbers, down to 34.4% in conference play, hitting just 46.4% of all their 2-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. However, they're converting 74% from the charity stripe, and during conference play, that number is up 4% to 78%. Take a look at the Bulldogs, guys, hitting 53% from the field, converting 35% of all their 3-ball attempts, 53.5% of all those 2-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk, as well as a 73% success rate from the charity stripe. Take a look at 2-foul. That's the only downside to them right now, 24.7%, so round up, say 25%, 2-foul participation. Give me 1 second, folks. Between them, 5.8% for Marquette, so null and void there. Height advantage, no real height advantage for either team. Both teams go to the bench for roughly 30% of their total minutes as well. So with this one, guys, I definitely see this one as a very, very, very competitive game. Give me 1 quick second, guys. I want to just double check something on this one. Give me one quick second. Just want to double check something. And then we're going to get you guys on your way. If you're looking for free plays, I already put out a daily free play in college hoops in our daily free play video, and going to be having another one for you very, very, very shortly. Free play coming up for everybody on this one. I think Princess Chachu's going to like it. As it is on the screen, free personal play. This is one of my personal plays today, folks. Butler plus the 3.5. Butler plus the 3.5. I'm rolling with the road dog here. I think they get the job done. I think it's going to be a close game, though. I think it's going to be a close game. Heck, Marquette may even win outright if it goes down wire to wire. But I think Butler's definitely good enough. They travel good enough, and they know what they need to do to get the job done. Before it was an OT. Can we see another OT game between these two teams? It's definitely possible. But we're going to roll with Butler here. Free personal play, Butler plus the 3.5. So I think it's going to be a close game. However, I think Butler pulls it through at the end, and they get us the money. So my games have been hot, and that's the one I'm rolling with. And we're going to make some money on them. So there you guys go. Free personal play. You don't like it, don't bet it. However, I am betting it. And it should be a fun day today, no doubt about it. Should be a fun day today, no doubt about it. Don't forget, guys, 3 days personal plays, 3 days premium plays, $99. They've got that one deal where you can get every single one of my personal plays between now and the end of the NBA Finals on June 24th. Guys, that's what? Almost 4.5 months worth of my personal plays for $1,000. That's less than $250 a month for my personal plays. Smoking ridiculously cheap. So there you go. There you go, guys. Enjoy that free play. I wish that I could stay live longer. I really do. We got a nice crowd, 95 people in here so far. If you haven't already done so, give us a big thumbs up. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work. To the 5 clowns that hit the thumbs down, thank you as well. You definitely helped us out as well. It's called user interaction. So when you think you're hurting us by giving us a thumbs down, you're actually doing the opposite. You're doing the opposite. So again, thank you. Keep hitting them. And if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you get notified each and every single time we put out content. We will be live again tomorrow. We'll be live again tomorrow, guys. Noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. As always, good luck. Always bet within your means. Don't do anything stupid. And we'll see you guys all live tomorrow for another daily dose of Cappers Nation Live. All right, guys, take it easy, and we'll see you guys all live tomorrow morning.